I just figured out now that I made a mistake, but I caught it on time. So look, before I thought the problem here, the sell-off, was going to be gone because the VIX resumed back to lows. But look what happened last time. We all know, like, during the tariff FUD, the crash started in February 21. Look exactly. February 21, boom. Then, same thing, the VIX went down to support, so you might be thinking, yep, it's going back to all-time highs now, the market. March 24, 25. Weekend, boom, Monday. Look. Ailboard, look. So that's probably here, 24. Yes, exactly. Weekend, boom. Monday, boom, super fast crash down. Flash crash, 17% in 5 days. Well, you thought it was going to be fixed. Well, maybe this is here and there now. And having no hedge is a mistake now, maybe. When I realized that, I removed my VIX short in profit. What? Why is it still here? I closed it. Dude. VIX. Can't be playing me like that. 20. And we're longing it now. Not with much, but you know. Nasdaq, I took most of the profits off from this long. Where's the average price? 109, 25, 109. Here. Very beautiful. Nice. But here took all the way up. Started trimming profit here and here. Good. In this microstrategy short, I've been talking about it for a while now. MicroStrategy, you ain't doing so well, man. Should have listened to Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. One of them said leverage will kill you or something. Leverage is terrible, man. He's right. His thesis about Bitcoin, everything he says about Bitcoin is right. It's the best thing ever. It's going to 10 million a coin. There's no limits to it. There's nothing. It's the new gold. Imagine, like, the moment gold became gold is like thousands of years ago. You couldn't possibly be born right at the right moment. But we have this chance for Bitcoin. It started in 2010, 15 years ago. Look at that opportunity we got. And he missed it up by using leverage. Now look at that. He's defaced from Bitcoin. But anyway. Maybe he will bounce back off. Maybe he will find a solution to deleverage his stuff. I think, honestly, the only solution he's got right now is to run away with the 200,000 Bitcoins. Because otherwise he will be forced to sell it. Anyway. Earnings for Apple and all soon. And what else? Yep. I avoided the mistake. Maybe I should also hedge Nasdaq. I don't know about it. Because right now I have no hedges. Bitcoin, I might have did a little bit mistake. I have about $2,000 of Bitcoin. Thankfully, I've been able to sell a little bit. Sold 700 before it started dipping too much, but it was already on the way down. On Revolut, I added 1,000 not long ago, but my paycheck came yesterday, so I got 1,600. So like I could double my Bitcoin holdings like this with the snap of a finger to DCA when needed, which I will not do it. Good price. I'll buying if VIX daily RSI is here, then I'll do my methods. Obviously VIX RSI 1 week signal, putting everything on the line. Obviously, look, it never failed. Boom and boom. But yeah, that's a little bit problem with Bitcoin, but that's a blessing still. I have spare cash, I have a lot of spare money to be adding if it goes lower, which I'll do. but be careful to not add too much, or then I have no spare money. And stocks, I did very great. I bought from here. I'm up all of this, beautiful, which I can rotate. No, I'm not selling my stocks. I can borrow on my stocks and buy more Bitcoin, yeah, but I never sell stocks. No. Either way, it's good so far. Yeah, most definitely will be retarded here to no hedge. Like, I managed to avoid hedging here too early and then suffering losses. So, but then it's never enough. Maybe it could go. I mean, not like it's never enough, but you know what I mean. I should hedge with options maybe, but I don't have great access to it because I'm in France. They banned options for retail. They don't want us to get rich. It's to protect you. Shut up. Because look, they left 200x leverage, but options no. Meanwhile, with leverage, you're guaranteed to get hit and lose more time than not. And with options, no, it's different because it's time decay, not liquidation. You can pull it off. Retarded country. Anyway, yeah, having 0 edges now would be a dumb move, but how can I do? Like, I want to close this completely. Like, Apple might be some good earnings. What else? Microsoft is passed, Meta is down, Google, Amazon. Yeah, they might do something good. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. What's the hardest thing to do currently is to hedge. So that's what I must do. That's what I must do. Can I hedge with the S&P? Not much though. Yeah, also, yeah, I trimmed off some of my most risky positions earlier this morning to have more cash. I sold a little bit of Tesla, like $150. MC, this French stock that suffered to make a profit on it, and I'm up more than anyone in France in their metrics. I bought here, then I sold because it was still going down. Then it did this. I knew it was time to buy. I bought back, and then boom, I did up like 30%. So I trimmed right before earnings here, and now I trimmed again because it's just making high lows, whatever it's called, I forgot. Because France is beating down their only growth company in their market, literally finding them, putting pressure on the Bernard Arnault, the CEO, to pay more taxes, blah blah blah. They beating them down, literally. I never seen that. It's like imagine Trump in the USA will be waging an all-out war on Apple, trying to undermine them. Why you do this, friends? Why? Can't believe it. Yeah, so I trimmed that off. This, I wish I had more shorts of this. I wish, but that's how it is. I'm not a big advocate for shorts. I only believe in longs, and shorting is only for hedging. This is a hedge to my bitcoins. When I started paying attention to this, I was at here. But look, I think what happened. No, I think here. Yeah, I tried to short from here, and then look, boom, he screwed up my short, and I had no choice but to leave because I could have gotten like big losses and all. Too volatile. It got me, but yeah, still. And well, still, this is better than being long in this, because I know a few YouTubers that are long in this instead of Bitcoin. Like, when will they understand? There's nothing better than Bitcoin. They went and did alt season and took big losses in altcoins Then I'm like, oh, Bitcoin, maybe I'll go back to Bitcoin. They are right. Oh, actually, Ethereum. Boom, big losses on Ethereum. Sold at the bottom and then it's back out and high. Boom. Then they're like, actually, Bitcoin is the best thing ever. There's nothing other than that. But oh wait, MicroStrategy buys Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin with leverage, blah blah blah. 3x leverage, which was true before. But now it's -3 leverage. Every time Bitcoin goes up, MicroStrategy goes down. Goes up only 1/3 of what Bitcoin went up, and every time Bitcoin goes down, MicroStrategy goes down double what Bitcoin went. It's inverted leverage. I've never seen that. But yeah, I hope Michael Saylor is gonna pull something off. I don't think so. I don't think it will happen. Like more likely, that's now the reason why I think BlackRock was not buying Bitcoins outright. They were just buying it from the ETF, and they don't have a single Bitcoin publicly. Maybe he has a few personally, like the CEO and executives, but he doesn't own with the company money any Bitcoin, which could have pushed this stock so high, because then he will become the new proxy Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have, because he knows MicroStrategy and all the other Bitcoin treasuries are gonna blow up. Maybe stable coins will fall, maybe a lot of things will fall, and they will take advantage of the chaos to buy. Like literally, MicroStrategy guy will have no other choice but to sell 200,000 Bitcoin, and BlackRock will be like, oh, hello, we can buy them at a 20% discount over the counter, privately, blah blah blah, and save the market and look good. And that's how it is. The cycle continues. Greed, powerful billionaires, I guess. Like, and this time it's not even the fault of the billionaires. Like, people handed Bitcoin over to them, literally. Like Satoshi told you to never sell, to never get centralized. So why are you getting centralized and selling to BlackRock? I don't, man. It's always the same thing. We got freedom, and then people, they got exchange that freedom for convenience and safety. Always like, oh, I become too scared. What if I lose it and forget my password? Oh, let me buy the ETF instead, and BlackRock can hold my Bitcoin for me. Oh, it's inconvenient to have wallets and let me hold them in BlackRock. It's like that. You know the future, you know the rest. And it's to the point where, like, hardware wallets, there won't be a single new hardware wallet produced that's not doxed and your password is leaked and known by the entities. And the huge number of viruses that you have in the computers that are built by the manufacturer, backdoors. So like if you at any point you had to write your seed phrase on a keyboard on a computer, just it's known, they know it, they're just waiting to steal all of it on the day that they decided to do it. They're just waiting. Like, only thing safe is literally like things like hardware wallets, your own one, your USB stick, your own node or something like this. I can't say for sure Ledger and Trezor are safe. We don't know. Like, people fall for blackmail and honeypot scam all the time. One thing is sure, like, if your Ledger or Trezor, I prefer Trezor, has been built like way back in 2012, something like that, before people knew about Bitcoin and knew that its potential, it's unlikely that your wallet is doxed, because they didn't even think about putting a virus or anything like that in it. It wouldn't cross their mind. But anything now, that any wallet is built now, consider it compromised, man. If there's new version, oh, now we added a screen, we added a feature to... No, I don't want that. I still have one of these, but only for USDT, USDC trading, like exchanging and all. But like the cold wallet with Bitcoin, it's the old one from 2012, and never anything else, or my own USB stick or my node or anything like this. Yeah, and let's see what happens now. Nothing. I don't know when the news will be released. Took a little L on Nasdaq hedges, but that's why we kept it small. It's all right. 37 cents lost, but for every 30 cents that I lose, I make $5 because of my portfolio on Revolut, so it's fine. I'm just canceling taxes at this point. I'll update when something happens. Anyway, I'm not gonna wait for this. I'm going to sleep. Anyway, nothing ever happens. It could crash or go up. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Only thing that matters is stacking more money to buy more Bitcoin. That's it. And I'm gonna tell myself already, if it starts to drop and I'm trying to be a smart ass, like, oh yeah, I know, that's why I put money aside so I can DCA. Let me convert it to Bitcoin. And let me put my paycheck also. No, first you put this, and then it keeps dipping. You don't want to admit that you were wrong, and it was not the end of the dip. It keeps dipping. Like, yeah, that's why I put my paycheck aside. And okay, I put $500. Then you put 500. Keeps dipping. A point you're just out of money. Then it dips even more. You're out of money completely. And then expenses come. You have to spend money to do certain things that would have never came up if the price is up. Like, it's so true. Every trader can relate. When price is that high, for some reasons you don't need any money. You do not need no money at all. Nothing. All expenses paid. No inconvenience. No what's it called? Like, forgot the word. Unplanned, like, events, like car breaking down. No. You'll get fined and your car breaking down, and your mom needs a new leg or whatever. When the price is here, you have no choice but to sell to pay it, or your mom gonna be a pirate with no leg. But your mom doesn't lose her leg here at the top for some reason. So that's why you should always put cash aside, especially when it's high, or you will not be able to buy when it's low. So yeah, that's what I want to tell myself here. Really wait. There's a high probability that they start a sell-off on Bitcoin like this. Maybe it goes up first and then it drops, or it drops straight down. I have no idea. Only thing I know is I gotta be prepared. Have cash aside to buy.